Right, let's watch one of our recent Olympians on the water now. Graham Thomas on the water on the buck station, right of your picture in the Diamonds. And Graham Thomas, who got back very early from Tokyo, up against G.J.R Bourne. Graham Thomas, who finished 4th in the men's double with John Collins out in Tokyo just a couple of weeks ago, and he's keeping the umpire interested, going quite central, but he has taken an early lead. This is great to see our Olympians back and able to compete. I was going to ask you, Catherine, about potential Olympic blues after you've competed in Olympic Games. A couple of weeks later, there must be a real danger that you feel a bit flat and a bit, oh, that was my big moment finish. Whereas if you can come to Henley or Regatta, rather extends a summer of fun, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's two factors that have played in here. It's obviously the Henley Royal Regatta week being very different from normal. It's usually the beginning of July. It's clearly been moved because of the challenge with the pandemic. And also the athletes coming back from Tokyo came back within 48 hours, which is very unusual. Usually athletes will stay till the end of the Olympics. So with Graham being able to come back earlier, as is needed from Japan, and also the regatta being later, it meant he could put an entry in. And it does. It's a wonderful thing to have a focus beyond the end of the games when that feeling is kind of it's all over and it's all done. But he's been given a nice challenge here. Just because you might have the Olympic rings attached to your chest, it doesn't mean that your opposition is going to roll over. And what's brilliant is to see G.J.R Bourne giving Graham a really good run for his money.
Yeah, half a length at the margin at the moment, a bit further down the water now. And just past Forley, Graham Thomas still controlling, but only just, and the umpire is going to speak to Graham Thomas and suggest he might like to get back onto the buck station, but not much in this race in the singles. The other thing, I suppose, is the athletes are in the shape of their life, aren't they, having got to the Olympic peak. Graham Thomas was back on the first Thursday of the Olympic Games. He touched down at Heathrow on the Thursday evening, and that seemed incredibly quick to be back in the UK, when really the Olympic Games has only just been underway, and just got underway. So he's had a little bit of time back here to get ready for this. I'm interested though, so when you get back from your Olympic Games, and I know it's probably different for everybody, was there a blues feel? Did you get a bit of a Olympic Games hangover, or was it just a sense of relief and joy that you could put your feet up for a few weeks?
I mean, there's a sense of joy of just getting back to your own bed, to your own home, to your, back to normal life. But you do run into this, well, now what? What's it all about now? Because it's, this thing has taken over your life for so long. And everyone's different, everyone's different ambitions or focuses or changes in life, and some people are ready to move on to the next thing, and some people are ready to get going again. We've talked about Olympians already, talking about Paris, which is less than 3 years away. So for the ones continuing, there's a very clear thing still to look forward to. But sometimes for people like Graham, how best than just coming back to your home piece of water and getting back in a boat and doing what you love?
Yeah, he's confirmed that he'll be out in Paris, all being well, form and injury providing. He's got plans to be in Paris at the Olympic Games in 3 years' time. Quite a young GB squad, and a lot of them have already said, yeah, that's their intention. And first of all, he'll be keen to get through a couple more rounds here at Henley.
And this also reflects this sort of status this regatta has in a lot of people's hearts. The Olympics is clearly all of our Olympians, that's their main ambition, to get to and succeed at the Olympic Games. But the Henley Royal Regatta has such an iconic kind of history and legacy, and it's wonderful to put your name in the books next to the real champions of the past. So this is going to be this isn't something that Graham just wants to come and experience. He really wants to come and put a good showcase on, and he's doing that today.
And G.J.R Bourne, worth mentioning, finished 8th at the World Cup 3. And that was a couple of years back. Has got some serious form behind him. Bourne taking charge from early yesterday in his race, never challenged, able to reduce his rating substantially yesterday, so shouldn't be too tight. Graham Thomas on the water for the first time today.
And I think G.J.R Bourne, you can see that he doesn't have quite have overlap with Graham Thomas, but it's close enough that there's still going to be a fantastic sprint right to the line, and neither of the men can relax and be comfortable in this race. It really is being pushed to the limit, and that's the kind of race you want to see.
It's a high-quality matchup, there's no doubt, because Graham Thomas, if you look at the GB trials each year, he's normally up there when he's in a single as just about the top. And a little glance over his shoulder. We'll be pleased to see the finish line looming. So Graham Thomas beats G.J.R Bourne in the Diamonds, but that was a high-quality race. Not too much in it. Graham Thomas heading into the next round Saturday tomorrow. Graham Thomas through in the Diamonds.